for you guys today. I did some damage in books.
I think I'm crazy. Way I've been craving. If I put it quite plainly, just give me the maybe. So what you doing tonight?
Hey y'all. And whew, that took a lot of energy. I do not like that you can see the ring light in my glasses, but I can't see without them very good. Not too bad, but I need my glasses on. But yay! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mickey, and thank you for coming today. So recently I have gotten back into the habit of reading. Okay, I love to read, you guys. Like, I used to read when I was younger. And over the last, I think since 2020 and 2021, I didn't really read a lot. 2022, I didn't read a lot. I mean, in 2023, I think I read 7 books, right? But that was from me hitting numbers like this. Like, I did what? Where's my phone? You guys. Now, I just had my phone. Excuse me. Found it. Excuse pup in the back. This is Rocky. You gonna say hi? No, he has a toy. He could care less. Real quiet there, didn't I? Hold on. Yes. So back in 2019, I had read, y'all, I read 284 books. Your girl was reading. Okay, I love a good urban fiction. Okay, I am not a genre hater. Like, if it's good, it's good. I'ma read it. But I truly was reading that year, and in like 2020, I read like 93. Still pretty good. You know. Then in 2021, I ain't read nothing. And y'all, I didn't really read physical books like that. Like, I did when I was younger, before like ebook thing became a thing. Were there even e-readers at that point? See, look, but I really was more of a book reader, like physical, tangible book reader when I was younger. And then when I got older, I got, once these smartphones, these iPhones came out, I think I started reading ebooks. Wattpad. Y'all remember Wattpad? Used to read Wattpad like it was literally the best series I've ever watched on Netflix. Okay? I loved Wattpad. Okay? And that was like a thing. That was a big thing when it came out. So, it's been a long time since I actually read like a physical book. So I know in 2021 I didn't read a physical book. Unless it had something to do with work, which was like handbooks and stuff. I picked back up in 2022. I read 76. And last year, y'all, it was 7 books. 7 books. So I was like, this year I was just like, oh, like what was something that I used to do that I want to do again? And I told myself I'm gonna read. And so my goal is 60 books this year. My goal is 60 books. Out of those 60 books, at least 25 of them have to be physical books. But since I've started this journey, I have fallen in love with feeling the book. I like to see the pages, and it's just a different experience than an ebook. And I feel like when I get the ebook, sometimes I get too in it. I can finish a 600-page book in a day. Like, if it's like that good, I can finish it in a day. So, sorry if I tilt my head a certain way. As you can see, if I look like this, you see straight ring light. But, so, my good friend Trish, she put me on to a website called Book Outlet. I believe that is the website. Bookoutlet.com. And I had went to half price bookstores and racked up on a few books when I at the beginning of the year to kind of like start my library. But a lot of books that they have, it's either, you know, they're just a little bit more expensive for what like the physical it is, but or it's like super cheap. It's like you find gems. But this website was having a $5.99 fiction sale, and I love fiction. I love me some good fiction. So I figured I'd ball out. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I figured I'd ball out. Each book was $5, whether it was paperback, hardcover. It didn't matter. It was $5.99. Or maybe some of them were like classics, were like $6.99, but it wasn't too bad. I didn't get any classics. But I have a haul for you guys today. I did some damage in books, so I want to share what I got with you guys and what's going to be on my upcoming TBR. So I'm just going to pull off the top and show you guys the book and kind of read the synopsis of what it's about. I think I bought 15 books. I think I bought 15 books. I think. I bought a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. I bought a lot. But let's go ahead and get right into it. So the first book on top, it is called Murder in the Family. It says no one saw the killer, but they all saw the body, by Cara Hunter. And so this is the book, and this is a pretty good, it's like in pretty good shape. This is paperback. The only thing is like at the bottom, but they do let you know that when you buy them that they're usually marked with like a marker at the bottom, but I'm not worried about it. In December 2003, Luke Ryder, the stepfather of acclaimed filmmaker Guy Howard, was found dead in the garden of their suburban family home. Guy was only a child, asleep upstairs at the time of the murder. His mother and two half-sisters were also in the house that night, but all swear they saw nothing. Despite a high-profile police investigation and endless media attention, no suspect was ever charged, and Guy's family has been haunted ever since. 20 years later, the sensational new streaming series, Infamous, is dedicated to investigating and perhaps cracking this famous cold case. The production team will re-examine testimony, re-interview witnesses, and once again scour the evidence. The family will speak. The key players will be reunited on camera, and the truth will come out. Are they ready to see it? And I think what was cool about this is written in play form. It's literally written as a script. It's literally a full script. With like newspaper pieces in it. And like newspaper clippings and like website pages. And I really like that because I also had gotten a book that I had bought from Dollar Tree. Let me go grab that real quick. Okay. So I have not read this yet. I don't know why I have not read this yet. But I do want to get to it. But I got it at Dollar Tree, y'all. Dollar Tree. If y'all are sleeping on your Dollar Tree, there's a problem. I've gotten so many hardcover books that I really enjoyed from Dollar Tree. I've already read a couple of the books and I'm already loving them. So they have some good options at the Dollar Tree. So can you stay up or down, please? Yeah, I see it. But it's called The Divorce Papers by Susan Riger. I hope I said her name right. But basically, it's literally law documents, newspaper clippings, newspaper articles, invoices. Like, it's literally you reading through this divorce, letters to each other, custody, finance reports. Like, this book, when I seen it, I was like, this is very interesting. This is a different type of reading for me. Now this, I was a theater major in college, you guys. I'm an actress, if you did not know. But yes, I went to the University of North Texas, and I graduated with a BA in theater with a concentration in performance. And so reading scripts, I love to read plays. I love to read scripts. I read scripts on a daily. Well, not even on a daily. I'm also a theater teacher. However, on a daily, looking through scripts, looking through things like that. So I really thought that was really cool that this was written in play form. It kind of gives it that scripted but also like thriller. It's because it is a thriller. It's a murder mystery thriller. But yeah, I'm super excited to read that one. Next book I have is called Take My Hand by Dolan Perkins Valdez. That's what the cover looks like. Book 360. There is a little mark at the bottom, but I don't mind that. Basically, this is a historical fiction, a searing and compassionate novel about a young black nurse's shocking discovery and burning quest for justice in post-segregation Alabama, from the New York Times bestseller author of Wrench. This takes place in Montgomery, Alabama in 1973. I have been loving historical fictions. The first one was a book that I found at Dollar Tree called The Paragon Hotel by Lindsay, I think it's Lindsay Faye. Oh, please make sure that I say her name right. By Lindsay Faye. Oh, I had to make sure I said her name right. But I loved that book. It took place in the 1920s. It was about a white woman who was running from the mob, the New York mob, I think the Italian mafia. And basically she ends up fleeing to Oregon. And at that time, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Someone is texting me. Yes, so she ends up going to Oregon. And at that time, Oregon is, she ends up going to Oregon, and she meets this guy on the train, and he ends up taking her to the Paragon Hotel. However, the Paragon Hotel is an all-Negro, all-Black hotel in Oregon, and at the time, it was illegal to be Black in Oregon. And so it was this white woman at this all-Black hotel, and a little boy goes missing, and it's a very, very, very good story about loss and light and being who you are, true to yourself, not allowing people, like, it was just a really great story. And I had read that earlier in the year, and then a few weeks ago I read, so it was called The Mayor of Maxwell Street by Avery Cunningham. It is about a girl named Nellie. It follows Nellie, and it also follows a young boy named Jay. Really, honestly, everything is, it kind of is in third person, because it kind of talks about how she feels, how he feels. It goes back and forth in between the not their individual first person views, but third person views, speaking on what's going on, and how people, and how those two feel, focusing on those two. However, basically, Nellie is the daughter of the wealthiest Negro in America in 1921. However, her brother dies from a tragic accident. And she is now thrust into this debutante society where it is now time for her to marry off such and such. However, she does not want that. She wants to be a journalist. She ends up going to look after this cat called the mayor of Maxwell Street. And it's a very, 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 very sad. But it's not, I won't say it's sad. I won't say it's sad. But it has moments of sadness. But it also has moments of excitedness. It has some moments of fear. It's a very good emotion jerker. I felt a lot of emotions reading that book. And the ending still surprises me. And I'm not going to spoil it. But it's a really good book. If you guys want me to do like a spoiler video, let me know about any of the books that I talk about today. Or like a read with me book video. I'm sorry, y'all. He does this. So just enjoy the show. Yes. So I picked this up because I really love historical fictions. Like, I've been really on the binge of historical fictions. Really 1920s. I don't know what is my obsession with 1920s. But all the ones that I've read so far are 1920s. So I was really excited when this was taking place in 1973. So I'm excited to read that one. Next is The Housemaid. Now, I ended up buying this and I still have not read the first book. Well, no, this is the first book. Is this the first book? Hold on. So, The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. So, I ended up getting the second book an ebook, because I think it was on Kindle Unlimited. Yes, it was on Kindle Unlimited, but I don't think the first book was on Kindle Unlimited. The second book is on Kindle Unlimited, but the first book, wait, no, you know what, that's my problem. This book is on Kindle Unlimited. I thought it was the second book that was on Kindle Unlimited. Either way, I bought the hard copy. I have not read it yet, but I've heard nothing but good things. So I'm going to read this full copy. But basically, would this be? Yeah, it's like a psychological suspense. Oh, I said that so wrong. But yeah, I like these types of books, so I'm excited to read this one. I've heard nothing but good things about it. I'll read the synopsis since it's pretty short. Every day I clean the Winchester's beautiful house top to bottom. I pick up their daughter from school and I cook a delicious meal for the whole family before heading up to eat alone in my tiny room on the top floor. I try to ignore how Nina makes a mess just to watch me clean it up, how she tells strange lies about her own daughter, and how her husband Andrew seems more broken every day. But as I look into Andrew's handsome brown eyes, so full of pain, it's hard not to imagine what it would be like to live Nina's life. The walk-in closet, the fancy car, the perfect husband. I tried on one of Nina's pristine white dresses once just to see what it's like, but she soon finds out. And by the time I realize my attic bedroom door only locks from the outside, it's far too late. But I reassure myself, the Winchesters don't know who I really am. They don't know what I'm capable of. I'm ready for that one. All right. Next, I didn't have this on my TBR. However, oop, it's overheating. I might have to pause, y'all. The Surgeon. Never seen this one until I was on the site, and it looks so good. Surgeon. Ooh. And it does have, oh, this one doesn't. This one doesn't have any markings on the sides. But basically it says, I have never lost a patient until today. Before my world came crashing down, I had it all. The successful career I dreamed of, the beautiful red brick home where I could relax in front of the fire. The handsome, devoted husband whose blue eyes and charming smile always made me feel safe. As I call time of death, my voice is steady. My colleagues stand hushed around me, their eyes on me confused and concerned. My hands tremble inside their gloves. I slide down the cold tiled walls, my heart racing in my chest. But what choice did I have once I recognized him? And what will I do to protect myself if someone learns the truth? So you knew the patient and you let him die? I gotta read it. So it's The Surgeon by Leslie Wolfe. I'm excited to read that one. Y'all. Next, Yellow Wife. Another historical fiction. However, this one takes place back in like the 1800s, like during slavery. And so it really caught my eyes by a black author named Sadika Johnson. I hope I'm saying her name right. Sadika Johnson. So this is Sadika Johnson. And she's the writer of Yellow Wife, a novel. And it's basically about one woman's captivating tale of survival in the most notorious slave prison of the antebellum South. Born on a plantation in Charles City, Virginia, Phoebe Dolores Brown has lived a sheltered life. Sheltered by her mother's position at the estate's medicine woman and cherished by the master's sister, she is set apart from the others on the plantation, belonging to neither world. She's been promised freedom on her 18th birthday, but instead of the idyllic life she imagined with her true love, Essex Henry, Phoebe is forced to leave the only home she's ever known. She unexpectedly finds herself thrust into the bowels of slavery at the infamous Devil's Half Acre, a jail in Richmond, Virginia, where the enslaved are broken, tortured, and sold every day. There, Phoebe is exposed not to just her jailer's cruelty, but also to his contradictions. To survive, Phoebe must have to outwit him, even if it means making the ultimate sacrifice. This book, it doesn't look very long, but it really, that description really caught my eye, so I was really excited about that. Next is The Twin. And this one is basically about a twin. There's two twins. Mama and daddy divorced. Mama take a twin, daddy take a twin. They are separated. Like, I don't think she ever sees her twin until mom dies. Mom dies after a tragic accident, and then the twin goes back with daddy. But when that twin go back with daddy, she start trying to take over the other twin life. That's what I'm getting from this. So that's kind of crazy. So I'm excited to read that. Back at a different angle, probably even closer. Jesus. Phone died. Not phone died. I'm filming this on a freaking camera. So it overheated. Yeah. So next book. So we're gonna just go ahead and go through these fast. I'm not gonna read the synopsis, but I'll try to kind of keep them short and sweet. How about that? All right. So the next one I got, which is a hardback. I got a hardback of The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren. I've heard really good things about this book. It came in really good condition. Only has a little mark at the bottom. And mind you, all of these were $5.99. Okay. Don't step on my books. I hope y'all didn't hear that. I'm hungry. Now, this one came a little dusty. But, and a little, yeah, really dusty. But it's 7 Days in June. Can y'all see him? No, y'all can't see him. Sit. Hey, sit down. You're doing too much. Sit down. 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. I think that this, when I read the synopsis, that it was going to be really good. I love a good romance, and especially a black romance. As a black woman, I say yes. Y'all. So I like scary movies, but I've never read a horror book. And I figured, why not start with some Stephen King? I got a hardback copy of Stephen King's Holly. And I'm going to try to read it. Super excited. Next, I have It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. Now, I know I've seen the videos about people saying she's problematic. And I can see that, okay? But y'all, the way that Verity had me in a chokehold, I have to read another one of her books before I can give my own opinion. Outside of her as a person. Like, on her work. I'm going to try to separate the artist from the artistry. But we're going to see with this book. And it's a pretty cover. So I'm going to try to read it. But I bought that one. And this is the exclusive collector's edition. And so it looks like this. Okay. I got this book called The Year of Witching. It's a YA book. I love witches. I love like Harry Potter, all of that, like magical stuff. So I definitely wanted to read that. And then I believe it is about a biracial girl. I believe she's biracial. Yes. With an outsider of a different race. So this is about a biracial witch. So it's also kind of like a historical fiction. I then had to get the collector's edition of Verity. I'm sorry. This book was just that good. And y'all can say what y'all want. She did her big one with this one. I'm sorry. I really enjoyed it. And I want to read the exclusive new chapter. So the chapter that's in there. I know this book is not new. I know it is not a new chapter. This book has been out. But I have not read it. So it's new to me. Next is another thriller called Survive the Night by Riley Sager. Oh yes, and The Year of Witching is by Alexis Henderson. I don't think I gave her credit. Boo. I'm so sorry. Alexis Henderson. I'm super excited to read that one. But Survive the Night. It looks like this. And it just has like a little dot at the bottom. Now I watched a YouTuber. I forgot her name. She's a big YouTuber. And she said she DNF'd this book. Because it was taking a little too long to get to where it needed to go. And I think she said something on the lines of the serial killer aspect. But I think that made me interested in reading it. Because I did read Stone Maidens. Let me get the author of Stone Maidens. Because that is a really good like thriller, serial killer. I'm sorry, y'all. My friends are trying. So we're going to this crawfish festival in a few months. And they had posted something about the chairs, seeing extra chairs, because we ordered a table, and so we trying to see if if we wanted to invite more people, could they bring their chair to the folding table or whatever. Yeah, so it's called Stone Maidens by Lloyd Devereaux Richards. And it was basically about a serial killer, and it was a really good book. I enjoyed it. So I really hope. Oh Jesus, y'all, I'm tired. So we're gonna wrap this up. I think we only got one book after this. And so this one is called Bright Young Women by Jessica Knoll. And I really want to read this one. This is what the book looks like. Front and back. And there is only a mark at the top, which is right there. Right. And the last book is The True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren. So I've heard both of her. I got both of her books. I heard that they were really, really good. Looks like that. And then her dot is at the top. There's only a dot at the top. Okay. Yeah, all of those books I got from Book Outlet, and they were only $5.99 each, whether it was hardback or paperback. So if you are looking, or you have a couple books on your TBR, I say go check them out. They don't have every book, but they have majority of like the big hitters. So if you are looking for a specific book, before heading to Amazon, maybe check Book Outlet. No, this video is not sponsored. Yes, I spent all my money on this. However, they all came in really great pristine condition. Now some of them may, like the surgeon, it's a little ragged on the just here, but overall the book looks fine. The yellow wife had a little tear right here on the bottom of the front, but not enough for me to be like, oh my gosh. It's $5. It's $5. The hardback books are nice, and the covers aren't crooked, they're not jagged, they're not the pages aren't ripped, no stainage, really, really good. So if you have not, go check them out. Comment down below what books you're reading. What books are y'all reading? Tell me, because I add books to my TBR every day. Every day. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook. Not Facebook, like we. Don't add me on Facebook. But Instagram, TikTok, and also add me on Fable if you don't have Fable. Goodreads. I'll put my Goodreads down there. But also in the comments, let me know if y'all want me to do a read with me. I've never done a read with me, but I'm about to read The Club. My next read is, it's on Kindle, because I have my Kindle over there. But it is called The Club by Ellery Lloyd. The Club, a Reese book club pick. So I'm excited to read that. I have it on Kindle Unlimited, so I'm going to read it on my actual Kindle, not my phone. But yeah, if y'all want to like a read with me, like let me know, and I can see what I can do. But thank you for spending your day, your night, your afternoon, whatever time of day it is with me. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Can you stay up all night? Fuck me to the